Hello and welcome everybody today to Inspiration by Brad. And the topic we're going to be discussing is we're going to do a deep dive into the mind-bending world of lifetimes and timelines. Do you really know what the difference is? Do you know that there's a difference between the two? Between a lifetime and a timeline? Have you ever wondered why some experiences that we have in our life just feel like they last a lifetime and others just don't seem to last very long at all? There's huge confusion about this. Lifetimes and timelines are two concepts that get thrown around a lot, especially when we're talking about our personal growth and our understanding of our own individual experiences. But what these concepts really mean, do you know them? Do you know what they really mean? And how do they fit into our journey of our self-discovery? And do you understand the importance of those experiences? You might have heard terms interchangeably, but the truth is this. Many of us are confused about what they actually mean. We're all confused because they get complicated and they get used as one or the other. And some might think that lifetimes and timelines are the same thing. Well, they're not. They have a vague sense that they're different, but quite honestly, nobody's been able to put their finger on how. And this confusion can lead to a pretty skewed perspective on the events and what shapes our lives. It's easy to get caught up in our daily drama of specific events that go on in our lives and to start to think that our timeline is the only one that really matters. Actually, that timeline only matters to you, no one else. But when you start to conflate the timelines with lifetimes, you lose sense or sight of the much bigger picture of what's going on here. We might start to see, when we understand that there is a difference between the two, that you might start to see the experiences in our lives are fixed and unchangeable rather than a large part of a journey. Think about that for just a minute, that your experiences are fixed. When the confusion can really start to affect us is when we really have problems. We get stuck in our narrow view of our lifetime, of our timeline. We start to feel trapped. We are stuck on a predetermined path with no way to deviate. But what if we could step back and see our timeline as just one thread? Just one simple, single thread in a tapestry that is our lifetime. What's the big difference between the two? A lifetime is the overall journey of our existence, and it encompasses all of our experiences, our choices, and life's lessons. It's the big picture. It's the bird's eye view of our life. A timeline, on the other hand, is a specific sequence of events that make up part of your lifetime. Now think about that. It's like the single thread in a spider's web that's connected to the larger web, but it's its own distinct thread. That's a timeline. A lifetime is your overall journey and everything that's involved in it. Let's say you have a major breakup in your 20s. A specific event happens in your life, in your lifetime, and the lesson you learned from that breakup, you've grown from that experience, and because of the result of that, you decide to do something else in a different direction. Your lifetime takes a different direction. The shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering once you realize the difference between the two. It can help us appreciate the beauty in our lifetime with all its twists and turns. It can help us to see that every experience, no matter what it is, no matter how challenging it is, or whatever you want to call it, it's all part of the journey towards your growth and your self-discovery. Take a step back, look at your lifetime as a whole. See all the threads that connect each event, each choice you make, and each lesson that you've learned. Start to recognize and see the beauty that exists in our lifetimes. Appreciate the journey that you're on. When you're able to see the difference between the two and how the two affect each other, then you start to see things differently in your life. Thank you for being with me today. Inspiration by Brad. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel, and ask your friends to watch. Thanks for being with me. Have a great day.